It's Thursday night in the A. You know what that means. Kelly Price and Tori McElhaney is coming at you on Rise Up Tonight, presented by AT&T.
So it continues, Tori. We've got one step forward, one step back. I normally love a line dance, but this one ain't it.
Yeah, the Falcons are kind of the perfect example of what the parody of the NFL wants, a league where any team can beat any other team on any given Sunday. This is the same Falcons team that dominated the Bills, but also got shut out by the Panthers. So
yeah, it's a wide spectrum we've got here.
Yeah.
Well, believe it or not, Atlanta's defense held San Francisco to its lowest total yardage this season. But on the other side of the ball, the Falcons have scored only one touchdown in their last 6 quarters of football. That's kind of the problem. Let's huddle up about it, y'all.
Let's huddle up with Kelly and Tori on the world of Falcons football.
Just the worst part to me is fueling the flames of the narrative that follows this franchise like a dark rain cloud everywhere it goes. The Atlanta Falcons cannot seem to string strong showings together. Just when it seems they've turned a corner, bam, there's that wall they run back into. This team had another primetime opportunity to flip the script, show the country they are not the same old Falcons. The haters said they couldn't do it, and the haters were correct. Honestly, great call from the haters. The frustration is seeing the only consistency being inconsistency. Isn't it, Tori? How do they think they can fix it?
Yeah, so it can't be a one-size-fits-all approach because the Falcons' problem out west were a mix of everything. Protection, pressure, couldn't run the ball. Michael Penix made mistakes, and McCaffrey was just unstoppable. It wasn't a pretty performance from start to finish, but Raheem Morris said something that I agree with. Good teams, playoff teams, find ways to win games when they're not at their best. And right now, Atlanta has to almost be at their best to have a chance in these games, and that's just not really realistic in this league every single week.
And Atlanta's offense looked dysfunctional again on Sunday night. Just one touchdown, one field goal on the scoreboard. But the confounding thing is they do move the ball. The second drive, for example, 19 plays, 60 yards, 10 minutes, 40 seconds. The longest Falcons drive by time in any game since 1994. And yet all they got to show for that was a 38-yard field goal. The Falcons will be the first ones to tell you they've got to be better in the red area. They're tied with Baltimore for third worst in the NFL, with just under 45% of red zone appearances ending in a touchdown. For reference, Atlanta is one of just 8 NFL teams under 50% in this metric, joining some of the worst teams in the league record-wise. They know they have to fix it, Tori. How do they think they can?
So when the field shrinks and the pressure turns up, that's when you need your quarterback at his best. And Michael Penix Jr. needs to be better under pressure. Against the Niners, he did not complete one of his 9 passes under duress. When I went back and actually looked at the Falcons' appearances inside the 30-yard line, 2 of their 3 trips were thwarted by pressure getting to Michael Penix. It doesn't help that the Falcons couldn't consistently run the ball. That only allowed for the pass rush to mount. That said, all of the Falcons' offensive issues are not solely on Michael Penix, but there is a direct correlation here when it comes to finishing drives and Michael Penix's performance under pressure.
So let's zoom out on QB1 here. Penix is now 9 starts into his NFL career, the halfway point for a normal season. Let's call this the halfway point of his quote-unquote rookie year going back to last season. Overall, he's thrown for 2,184 yards, the most by any quarterback through 9 career starts in franchise history. On Sunday, he struggled a lot under pressure, like you said, so that could be a copy-paste playbook for the rest of the league and shutting him down going forward if he doesn't take this as a learning opportunity. I feel like he will. Of course, I think it's important to remember this is a young quarterback learning on the job. Now that he's 9 games in, Tori, what do you make of his growth and development?
So I think at times he's looked pretty dang good. He carries himself like a guy who you can build a franchise around, a playmaker. But there are also times when he looks like a rookie, makes rookie mistakes, which honestly makes a ton of sense. Every time the Falcons lose, he takes a lot of heat, and I understand why. He's a quarterback after all. But as I said before, the issues the Falcons have don't solely derive from him. To say that is not fair to a quarterback still technically in his first year. He has a lot of growing to do, so give him some patience to work through the growing pains that comes with growing.
Well, on Sunday, the guys were stepping out for their second primetime game of the week, and on Thursday, we're walking in. So we're going to start a dialogue here because this is the one that everyone was talking about. If you need a good laugh, go look at the comments on this on the Instagram post by the Atlanta Falcons. There were some very funny comments about this. All right, bold strategy to go with the short shorts in autumn, but I do love the color coding. My hottest take on this hot take of outfits, I do like the tube socks and the Michael Jackson steppers. I like that pairing. I mean, if we're just being honest, Bijan really can't do wrong, right?
One of my favorite comments on the Instagram stories was about, like, did he just get back from Alabama Rush? Was like the one that I thought was the funniest, but I still like the look. I don't hate it. I think it's great.
I do too. There's a lot of opinions on this, and it's a good one. All right, finally, I think this one is actually my favorite of all the looks this week. Josh Woods is giving us Audrey Hepburn, Elizabeth Taylor, Jackie Kennedy, all the classics. It's giving Big Bad Wolf disguising himself as Granny for Little Red Riding Hood. It is giving no autographs, please, and it's also what I imagine the thieves who stole those jewels from the Louvre looked like. I feel like this is the fit they would have rocked. It is giving all kinds of chic. I now want to buy a fancy scarf.
Remember how last week I said that James Frisch Jr., I loved his fit because of the accessories, the necklaces, the hats, like the belt buckle. This may be the best accessory we have seen in 2025 so far.
It's been a long time since we've seen one as good as this. I agree, for sure. All right, of course, a regular on the walk-in segment is the always fashionable KhaDarel Hodge. The Falcons receiver and special teams Pro Bowler recently teamed up with the NFL to showcase the upcoming HBCU collection. I sat down with him this week to talk about that and much more. Catch that conversation later in the show.
The Falcons also got in the spooky spirit ahead of Halloween week. That story is coming up next on Rise Up Tonight.
Rise Up Tonight is presented by AT&T and brought to you by Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. By Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons. And by Home Depot, how doers get more done. Do you ever wonder what's really on your favorite player's mind? It's time for the question of the week.
What actor would play you in a movie?
Oh man, I've had that question before. I can't answer it. I have no idea.
I don't have enough personality to get played in the movie. It's not enough going on.
I have no clue. I really haven't got that one yet.
Good question. I like Chris Pratt. I think that would be a good one. I think he can do a little bit of everything. He's funny, good looking dude, so.
You're like really pretty. Thank you. So you agree? What? You think you're really pretty? Oh.
Some may say Denzel.
You don't owe me anything. I owe you.
Go with Steven Seagal. I've gotten compared, this was in high school, so this was a long time ago, but I've gotten compared to Heath Ledger before. So, yeah.
Maybe longer hair.
Yeah, I had longer hair back then. It was a little curly, so yeah.
I would say B. Jordan, with Michael B. Jordan? Yeah, I would say him.
My best friend, Jonathan Davis. I mean, he knows me top down, so he does Outer Banks, so like he'd be the one.
The amount of Denzel Washington responses to that question was unreal. That was like 70% of the answers, I feel like.
Yeah. You talked to KhaDarel Hodge. Who did he say?
He said Will Smith, which I was like, that is spot on.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He low-key looks like him.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right, let's talk about the Falcons' run game. Their yards per rush average was less than half what it was back on Monday, dropping from 6.6 to 3.1 yards a carry. Christian McCaffrey averaging 5.4 yards per rush. Bijan just 2.9. Not to mention CMC's over 10 yards per catch average. There was a lot of talk going into this game about kind of the showdown between those two guys and their styles being so similar. What did you make of it?
So I actually thought that the 49ers played the game the Falcons wanted to. And I really, when I was looking at it, I was like, they're executing the game plan that the Falcons had. They used their offensive weapons to pick up 200 scrimmage yards. They dialed up the pressure on defense. Their secondary played sticky coverage. When they got in the red zone, they punched it in. This should all feel familiar to Falcons fans because this is how the Falcons want to win games. It's how they want to play. The 49ers are the ones, though, that executed this game plan best on Sunday.
And that's why they went away with the dub. Sometimes we all need a reminder that maybe it's not so serious, though. Football is indeed just a game, and life is bigger than that. The Falcons got a reminder of that during a heartwarming Halloween event on Tuesday. Lexi Bowden explains as we rise up for Atlanta, brought to you by Truist.
For most people, Halloween means scary costumes and trick-or-treating. But to some of the patients and families at Scottish Rite Hospital, their reality is doctors and hospital beds. On Tuesday, Falcons players brought a little bit of spooky spirit inside those hospital walls.
I made a picture for Freddie, and I made a picture for 38, and I made a picture for 65.
Players spent the afternoon coloring and decorating mini helmets with the kids, sharing laughs, stories, stories, and a few creative designs.
You know, we think that what we do is hard, you know, playing football and our schedule is hard, but what they're going through is probably 10 times harder, and it takes a lot of, you know, mental strength and just having the support that they have with the hospital, with the sports team around the area, and just coming in and showing love to them. I think it makes it a little better, but still they have a, you know, long journey, and yeah, hopefully I just wish them nothing but the best.
They also dressed up in costumes to visit patients in their rooms, hoping to help them forget about their daily challenges, even if just for a little while.
I'm sure it helps a lot. You know, I've never been through what they've been through, but you know, it's hard times, it's long days, you know, long nights. But I feel like if you get a special moment out of your day to spend with some of the people you look up to, I think it makes your day a lot better.
It's a day these kids and their families will cherish.
Seeing all the kids like having a good time and being able to enjoy moments like this, that they don't get to do that often because they're stuck here. So that was cool, getting to see them, getting to be a kid.
In Atlanta, Lexi Bowden, Fox 5 Sports.
Thanks for that, Lexi. Well, take a picture. It'll last longer. Kadero Hodge is a renaissance man of sorts. He's into photography, fashion, obviously football, and now fatherhood. Hodge hops in the nest with me next.
Welcome back to Rise Up Tonight. Let's head in the nest with Kelly, Tori, and this week's special guest, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz.
The last time we really got to catch up, you were expecting baby number one, or maybe it just happened. I can't remember the exact timing, but I mean, just how much has your life changed just from that moment when you think back to it?
My life is, since last year, my life has completely changed. Like, it's been so much going on, like month, I won't even say like year to year, it's like month to month, like something new, like as far as my career and the life outside of football, like family just keep growing, so it's like you wanted to slow down, but you like, hey, I just roll with the punches for real.
Baby number one, Pro Bowl number one, baby number two, Pro Bowl number two.
Please, let's speak that. Let's speak that into, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big manifestation guy. Yeah. So let's speak Pro Bowl and All Pro into existence. I need that in my life, so that's what I'm going to work towards. That's one of the goals I've written down for sure.
How is this season? I mean, obviously having two babies, there's just everything is different. But how is this season different? Being a dad, just in general.
Actually, I love being a dad. Actually, I wanted a boy, but I didn't realize, like, I actually really enjoy being a girl dad. Like, after long days here, you know, they look at you as like this superhero walking into the doors. It'd be pretty cool just coming home and seeing her like bright. Like, don't worry about nothing in the world, nothing else in the world matters but you at that time. Seeing her glow up, and it helps me, like, throughout my day. I could have a long day here, and seeing that happen, I just forget about everything. So yeah, it's been great for real.
They say you have a girl first because it makes you want to have more, because they're so sweet and so nice and cute and just crazy. That's what they say.
The pressure is,
I had a girl first too, so I don't know.
You had a girl first?
Yes, I don't know yet about the
Listen, the pressure is on right now. Because I said I'm stopping at 3. So if I have 3 girls, I'm gonna go insane. I'm gonna be sick. So the pressure is on for this boy right now. It's not gonna be back to back to back though. Gotta take a little break, you know what I'm saying? Get used to the girls right now, but I said I'm stopping at 3. I really want the little boy. So, like I said, like, I'm praying, manifesting every day. If I do this again, let's get a little red out here. Like, I love my girls to death, but need the boy.
Yeah, you gotta even it out.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the girl vibes.
3 girls in the house. Well, 4 and me, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you're outnumbered.
Oh man, I'm in trouble.
I know we were talking about this a little bit before we came on camera here, but talk about the number change as well. What went behind going to 4?
Oh yeah, man. I really didn't want to be in 12 for the longest, but it seemed like every team I was on, I always get stuck with 12. So I'm like, I just gotta roll with it. It must be a sign, you know. But soon as 4 opened up, that was my college number at Prairie View, and I had a lot of success with 4 at Prairie View. So I said, as soon as it opened up, I was like, I hit Joey up. I'm like, hey, please hold this for me. Like, as soon as it opened up, he hit me and it was like, okay, I got it on hold for it. I was like, my guy, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a college thing, man. I'm glad I got it. I feel good in 4. I think it looks good on me, so I'm glad I finally got to it.
Love that. Speaking of Prairie View, I know you had the HBCU collection. I think it was this past week that you got to wear that. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, when they, I think we did the box opening of it last week, and it was pretty cool, man. I didn't, to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be, like, no disrespect to them, but I wasn't expecting to be as cool as it was. Like the shirt, the hoodie, the Letterman, like everything they did was like fire. I'm talking about down to every detail in the jacket and the shirts. Like it's pretty amazing, and the material's good. Like, I'm into fashion a lot, so when I actually seen like what they had made, and I was like, oh, this is pretty fire. So I was like, I can wear this like anywhere. I'm talking about grocery stores, plane rides, like wherever. I plan to wear that for a long time, and I really love the fact that they're highlighting HBCUs as well. So we don't get, in my opinion, we don't get a lot of notarized enough. So to get any recognition we can get it any time, like, I feel like that's big time.
Well, and how cool is it that the NFL said, Carol Hodge, that's our guy, we're gonna put him in this HBCU
I felt special, you know, you feel special, you know, you get a little recognition. You don't know, sometimes you don't really know who knows your name or who's paying attention to you, so you like, you want me? You know what I'm saying? So I respect it and I appreciate it to the fullest. Like I said, I'm always repping HBCUs. The guys in the locker room know that. They'll be talking about Alabama, whoop whoop whoop. And I come in like, yeah, Prairie View though. So they be like, whatever, but I'm like, yeah, they know, like, I'm gonna rep PV probably every other week. I got gear, I wear my pants, I wear my shorts, my shirt, like every other week. So I think everybody in the locker room knows, like, he went to PV, he's a big HBCU guy, so.
And I think the team is having an HBCU night, I think, at this game day, at this game this upcoming week. How cool is it that the Falcons are doing that?
Yeah, that's fire. Like, I think this is our first year doing that since I've been here. So I never heard of it, but I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And they wanted me, I could say this, I might as well just say it. And they wanted me to wear it as a tunnel fit, but I'm like I said, I already have stuff planned out for my fit. You feel me? So I was like, I don't know about that, but I will wear it that's why I wore it on the plane this past week. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool, man. Just bringing light to HBCUs around the world, like on the NFL platform, that's amazing.
Speaking of the pregame fits, do you strategize that ahead of time? Like in the preseason, you're like, okay, here's all my stuff for the year, or is it kind of, how do you do that?
I try to do it like during like off season, but it never works out. It always switches up, and we always go week to week. Yeah, it's been a week. I'm actually trying to put something together right now, so yeah, it's a week-to-week thing, you know, depending on, because sometimes I don't know the schedule, who we're playing until the week of, so it kind of varies to where, depending on who we're playing or where we're playing or what I'm going to wear. So yeah, I would say like week to week, we try to get it done by probably Thursday, Friday, so I won't have a lot of back end stuff on the back end.
Steam, make sure it's ready to go.
Everything.
No baby spit up on it.
Man, hey, that happened before. That did happen.
Trust me, I've been there.
Hey Atlanta, this is Head Crack talking, and you watching Rise Up Tonight, presented by AT&T.
Where we want all the wins to take us. The girls that get it. Sophia always gets it.
We love Sophia. Make sure and follow her on Instagram. She's one of our faves.
She honestly has great TikToks, great content, and also great outfits. She's always posting her outfits.
And she makes her outfits too, so
yes,
yeah.
She does a fantastic job.
Yeah.
All right, well, we've got the Miami Dolphins on tap for the Falcons this Sunday. Perhaps a dangerous team. It should be interesting to see what happens there. We'll wrap it up for you guys next week on Rise Up Tonight. Thanks for staying up late with us on this Thursday night. For Tori McElhaney, I'm Kelly Price. Good night.